Hi students, good morning. Welcome to your political science class and we are dealing with federalism. Now federalism, here the meaning of federalism. Federalism is a word which means the division of power between the government at different levels. Okay, so federalism is a type of, we can say, a process or method where we can see the concentration of power is not allowed, where there is no concentration of power in one hand. Okay, there is decentralization of power. Okay, now our country, if you take our country India, in our country we have three levels of government. Okay, that is union, or we say central. Again, we have state, or we can say regional, and third is local self-government. Local self-government. Again, local self-government is further divided into three parts. Okay, that is village, town, and city. Okay. Now, so in our country, we saw how the federalism will be practiced. It is divided between union government and state government. Again, further local self-government. In local self-government, we have village level, town level, and city level. So this makes the more smooth working of the nation or the country, especially the democratic country where federalism is in practice. There we can find more accuracy, more, we can say, better management of the resources and the development we can find. Okay, because here the power is not concentrated in the hand of one person, it is divided at different levels. Okay, now what are the various features which makes our country India a federalism? Okay, the first and the foremost feature says that there should be a division of power. Division of power means power must be divided between different levels of government. Like if you say what is the main feature of democracy, you say there must be election, and in election there must be minimum 2 and maximum no limit political parties. Minimum 2 political parties and maximum there can be more than 2 political parties. That are 2 are the main basic principles of democracy. That is election, where every person after attaining certain years or age they are eligible or free to give their vote, and there should be a parties, political parties to contest election. Similarly, in federalism, the first feature of federalism says that division of power. Power must be divided between different levels. That is maybe central, state, or if there is further division in that country, like our country we have union and state, central level, then we have state or regional, then we have local self-government. In local self-government we have village, town and city. Okay, so these are the various division. Okay, for example, local self-government, village level we have head is sarpanch or pradhan, town level we have chairperson. Okay, that is chairman, that's why it says chairperson. Okay, and the city level we have mayor. This is also known as town is also known nagarpalika, or we say municipal council. City we have Mahanagarpalika, or we say municipal corporation. The head is mayor, the town level head is chairman, and the village level head is pradhan or sarpanch, whatever we say. Okay, now, so this is what the power is divided at various levels and all. So we can say the federalism is very deeply practiced in our country in a very deep way. Okay, we have divided the federalism in a very proper way in our country. So the second feature says that of federalism, that there should be what you can say, the country, the citizen of the country will be governed by different levels of the government. The citizen of the country will be governed by different levels of the government. For example, we all are the citizen of our country, India, but we have divided our country in the process of federalism, central, state and local self-government. But we have not divided the citizen of our country, no. So, we the same citizen, we are deriving the benefit of the central government, state government and local self-government also. Means these different levels of government exercise their powers and duties, liabilities on the same citizen. Okay, now, next. Their jurisdiction is divided so that there should not be any confusion or misunderstanding. For example, state, district level you have district jurisdiction, then we have high court, supreme court. Okay, every state we have different high courts and all. So their jurisdiction is divided. Again, there is no mismatch of the jurisdiction. Next, the source of revenue or income of these different levels of government is also divided, so that there should not be any confusion or misunderstanding. Now, from where the central government will get its income or source or revenue, from where the state government will get, from where the local self-government, everything is divided into various subjects, various lists, and they derive their income, their revenue from the respective source to avoid the confusion. Okay, next. The Supreme Court acts like a guardian or umpire between all these levels of government. Okay, Supreme Court is the main authority who now and then try or interfere in the working condition of these, and if they are not working as per the constitutional rules and regulations and the norms, they may be interfered by the Supreme Court. So Supreme Court act like a guardian or umpire for all these. Next, another feature is that, as we know, every state they will take care of the respective state development activity, law and order, everything. But the central government, the central level government, or the central power, they have wider scope, they have wider responsibility. They have to maintain the integrity and harmony of the country. They have to maintain peace and order in the country. They have to maintain equality among all the states in the country. So they have to play major role in the country, central government. So students, this was about the division. Now let us see what are different forms of federalism. First one is coming together. Okay, like if you see USA, okay, and you can say USA, Canada and all, Australia. These are examples of coming together. They have very vast areas, large areas, okay, big states and all. So they had fear of being ruled or occupied or conquered by any other countries or nations and all. So they came together and formed a federation. Okay, like that only. One is holding together. Okay, now the best example of holding together is India, Spain. Okay, now here what happens? We have different regions of different language, communities and all. We have to maintain the integrity, unity, harmony, peace among them by maintaining equality. Okay, so and maintaining or eliminating all the social differences and all, and bringing everyone together irrespective of their caste, culture, religion, gender. Okay, so this is the example of the holding together. Okay, so we have two type of you can say federalism. One is coming together, another one is holding together. So we saw that what is federalism? The division of power between the central government and the state government. Next, in our country we saw the government is divided into various levels, that is union or central level, then state, we say regional level also, then local self-government. Local self-government is further divided into three types: village, town and city. Okay, and there are different rulers, persons responsible for this. Village level Pradhan is there, town level chairman is there, and city level mayor is there. Okay, so students, this was the summary of the previous class. Next we will continue in the next class. By the time, take care.